What's up, guys? Another Roma career mode episode coming at you right now. And to begin the episode, I saw a lot of comments in the last one. People wanted to see how the squad is doing, so we are going to do a squad report. Wow, look at Cher. Wow, look at his stats flying up. He's having the season of his life. What a signing that was. And as always, I always like to mention it. If you want to take a look at a player in more depth, do feel free to pause, because obviously it would take me a long time to go through them all. Another player that's been growing very well is Florenzi. Pjanic, I'm surprised, hasn't done much there. As a 23-year-old, you'd expect a little bit more, but I guess it's still kind of early in the season right now, so we can't expect too much growth. Churchy doing well, but look at Lajec. I mean, my God. He is turning out to be one of the better players I've used in FIFA 14. Unfortunately, Totti has gone down. I was mistaken, actually, before. He's gone down to 79, not 78, so not too bad. Jedvaj, I was expecting a lot more growth than that, just +1 on his aggression, which is a shame. Caprari I've been using for quite a lot, and Destro as well, going up, even though I'm not using him every single match. Tarosidis, I've got it, guys, Tarosidis. He's going up as well. Dos Santos, he's been playing a lot more games than I expected. I did, buy him knowing he'd be kind of like a squad rotational player, and he has been just that, but growing nice and quick as well. Some of the youngsters here doing well. Capradosi, one of my youngest players, only 17, doing pretty well. Murata, who I'm really not impressed with so far, doing absolutely brilliantly for some reason. Dodo and Skorupski as well, growing. Marquinhos, not so much. Now, he's been one of those players I was shocked at how good he was. Really wasn't expecting that. And then you've got some more of my older players there who are decreasing very quickly. I mean, De Sanctis, so glad I replaced him. Even though he was brand new, I just would not use a 37-year-old goalkeeper because they just fly down. Here we're looking at the loaned out players. I can't wait to get Viviani back. Look at those stats. He is going to be a stunning player. That'll be like a new signing when I get him at the end of the season. Of course, if I absolutely need to, I can obviously end the loan right now. I can pay to have him back. But at the moment, I don't really necessarily need him. So we'll leave that for now. So after the squad report there, which I think was going quite well, I'm pretty happy with how the players are progressing. It was time to play another match. And of course, it would be another huge one against Fiorentina here, who are, favourites at least to get to the top 5. So definitely a rival that I need to be putting my stamp on. Getting a 3-pointer against them is exactly what I need. And it didn't start off well. I'm getting used to saying that now. I seem to be starting matches pretty poorly. De Rossi is absolutely mad. Apparently it was a penalty because he handled the ball and he was knocked off balance. It was just such a shame. Unfortunately, the handball rule in this game is very harsh. It really is. But, we'll keep it on for realism in some ways. But look at that penalty. One of the luckiest penalties I've conceded before. It's hit the bar, bounced on the line, and then gone back into the net. So you could say it was very unfortunate to be 1-0 down at this point. But, it happens. And you'll see over the next season or so, I will get penalties as well, which are very harsh, where they try and block a shot and it'll just hit their hand. Or even just, jumping up for a ball one-on-one and their hand just kind of flaps at the ball, which is unfortunate. But Churchy trying his best there to get another goal. His tally is flying up at the moment. And I will update you on how many goals he's scored in the next episode. Because I've only got the gameplay now and I don't think I checked that out. But he wasn't able to score, but Dos Santos was able to score. And I tell you what, out of all players to score a header this good, he would be at the bottom of the list. I really wouldn't expect him to finish a header that far out as well. Was absolutely fantastic. A lovely assist from Churchy there. But I don't know how to explain how he's done that. Got a lot of power behind it, and he's not exactly, a big guy with lots of power. He's not a big 6'4" defender who you'd expect to be scoring goals like that. But he got us back in the game, and look, Valero taking way too much time on the ball there. Churchy has got the pace. He's got bursting acceleration there, and he just hoofs it. Look at that. Top left corner. Pick that one out. What a beauty. What a celebration as well. We're playing in the rain. You can slide easily on your arse there. Look at those shiny boots. They're beautiful. And that really is a class finish from Churchy. And Lajec been doing well as well recently. Obviously, both scoring hat-tricks in the last episode, which was pretty awesome. But at times, maybe a bit extravagant. You saw that overhead kick. Absolute fail there from Churchy. But you've got to try it. Otherwise, you will never score them, right? And unfortunately, yeah, you guys saw it coming. My defending every now and again can be shocking. And you can see it here. It's really, really poor defending. I was the wrong side of him. I went way too late with the challenge or the block or the interception, whatever you want to call it. and I was not able to keep it out of the net. So 2-2 into the last minute of the game here. I've got a chance to seal it with the win. And Dos Santos, my God, that makes me want to drop him. It makes me want to slap him. How do you miss? I just don't know. I really don't know. But we're moving it into the next game. We put that one behind us. It's a draw against a very good side, Fiorentina. And now we go in against another good side. This is Milan. We're playing at the San Siro. This was actually a recent fixture I spoke about before, where it ended 2-2. And I was hoping to go one better and actually win this game against Milan, who I do think have a very strong team. I'm not sure why they're not doing very well at the moment. So if you want to have a little debate in the comments, I'd love to read through those. Why are Milan not doing so well this season? Why is it they're always so inconsistent at the start, and then like last season they have like a very consistent end to the season? Do you think that's going to happen again? I'm not so sure. But 80 minutes in, pretty much nothing happened all the way up to that point in this game. It was so boring. And Balotelli, the cocky bastard, look at him. He's shushing me. Tell you what, though, he's got the right to be a little bit cocky. Take a look at this finish. It was a lovely pass there. I think it's Montalivo who picks it up and chips it over my defence. And 3 at the back does leave you a little bit vulnerable to those. But that finish was stunning. I mean, Balotelli, one of the best strikers in the game. For me, on Ultimate Team, I can't wait to use him. I will definitely be using him at some point, maybe another series, but I've heard that he is without doubt one of the best strikers in this game. And so we were 1-0 down going into the last few minutes. I'm not used to losing games, so I really wanted to get a goal back here. But AC Milan were piling on the pressure, and what a tackle that was. What a tackle. I couldn't believe I got it. Then Ljajic knocks it to Churchy. First time ball over the top. He's free. Is he going to finish it in the last minute? Of course he is. That is a beautiful, powerful shot to the right side of the goal. Pulls it back to 1-0. I don't know what to say about this game. It was probably fair to end in a draw, and that's exactly what will happen here. AC Milan, I tell you what, they've got a very nice team in FIFA. Players like Balotelli, Sciarare. You've also got De Sciglio, who for some reason is a left-back in this game. I didn't know why. I thought he played right-back personally, but okay. He can still play as right-back in his other positions on his information page thingy. But he's a left-back, which I didn't really think. And that is the rule. You do not... That is a #1 rule on FIFA. You do not pass it back to midfield when you're in the last minute, because the ref loves to blow the whistle there. Although the ref does blow the whistle at any point on the pitch now, which is good online, I think. It stops people being arseholes and keeping the ball. But it can be frustrating when they blow their whistle and you're on the attack. But anyway, we move into another game here. 2 draws in a row. I really needed to pick out a win here. And we almost got off to a very good start there. Churchy proving again why he's such a good player. And he's actually going to tuck away this penalty. And I told you I would get my own... my own penalties that were very harsh, and they jumped up to head the ball out of the box there, and his hand just clipped the ball. So unlucky to them, but we scored the penalty, and look at that, we were dominating this game, 6 shots to nothing, and they finally get a tack of their own here. And what a tackle. I've still got no idea why that was a foul. I think I might have just got the ball after I touched the player, which is obviously the rule. If you touch the player first, it's a foul, and they get themselves a free kick in a very dangerous place, and obviously I get a yellow card with Castan there, and we're able to clear that one away pretty easily, and we go into half-time 1-0 up, which is always a good thing. But you guys know me very well. I like my two goal cushions, and that's exactly what I'm going to be going for here. Ljajic picks out Churchy. He picks Ljajic back out again, and it's a weird attempt to score a goal. I don't know why he went for a header there. I was hoping he was going to volley it and score another beauty like he did in the last episode, which, if you missed, guys, you've got to go back. 2 hat-tricks in that game and some beautiful goals. But he wasn't able to score at that time. That's all right. He does get his own back. I mean, that is a really nice cross from Pjanic there, who, don't forget, has been unsettled. He has mentioned that he's looking potentially to move on at the end of this contract and find a different club and move on in his career. So let's hope we get some good news back about Pjanic in the next few sims, when you sim those days. Hopefully it'll just pop up and he'll be happy again. You'll see at the end of this episode I've got an update on the story, and it's a very nice finish from Ljajic there. And we're not done here. It's 2-0. We're going to the last minute here. What can we get? It was very unlucky. I was hoping to get that 3-0 victory, which I've had many times in this season. But it wasn't to be. We finished 2-0. But here we go. Scout report. We've got another one here. A youngster, a 16-year-old. I can't read that name. It's too small from my screen, but 57 to 77 potential just isn't going to cut it for me. We got an offer to manage Korea Republic there, which I wasn't going to take. But Pjanic, there's the good news, guys. He wants to stay. There you go. Thank you so much, Pjanic. You will still be an admired player of mine in the first team. But there we go, guys. That's the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like rating. It's taken me quite a while, actually, to get this video going. I had lots of problems with my software, but we finally got there. So I'd really appreciate a like, and I'll see you in the next episode soon.